I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everybody doing on this fantastic Tuesday? We're back from BugOut Weekend, folks. Hope everybody is doing well. Hope everybody has had an amazing Tuesday. Had a great weekend. We had a great weekend. I hope y'all had a great weekend too. Who we got in here tonight? Psalms 146 in the house. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Bean juice galore. She said, welcome, my man, one of my great moderators, Mad Shad. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Fed Up American, good to see you, my friend. Ghost Lincoln, glad you made it home. Glad you made it home. Teresa, good evening. How are you? Magic, welcome in, welcome in. I hope everybody is doing well. Johnny Preps in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Fed Up American, welcome, 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 welcome. Who else we got in here? My grandma, my Renaissance grandma, good evening. Boy, she put it down this weekend at the BugOut Weekend, folks. Glad to see you. Glad you made it home. Prepper Book Club, welcome, 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 welcome. Dan H. in the house, my man. Good to see you. Oki Khan, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome in, everybody. We'll start doing greets. Whiteside Tactical Solutions. Good to see you, my friend. Bouger Prepper. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The Virginia Bushcrafter. Welcome in. The Prepping Artist. Welcome. Come on in, y'all. Sit down, get a seat. And without further ado, folks, I got to bring up my brother from another mother and the Livingston man, folks, because it's their fault that we had an amazing weekend. And without further ado, there they are.
What's happening, folks? How are you?
What's going on with you, Hudson Valley? And
living the dream.
Infamous Livingston man. I am honored and privileged. And folks, just to let y'all know, I now have one can of Spam in my house, which Spam has been banned, but I have an autographed can from the Livingston man that will forever be shrined and put in a plastic box that says break if there is nothing else to eat and you have an irregular heartbeat. Welcome, awesome. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us, bro.
Oh man, please, y'all, y'all do what you do. Outlaw Jackson, good to see you. I know I missed a whole bunch of folks. Holly Ives, Indiana Jackson, good to see you. TLC in the Garden, welcome in. Everybody else that I missed, because the chat is flying by. Good to see everybody. Y'all know here.
It looks like a gas pump going by.
Yeah, man. It's
exactly. Oh, speaking of gas
pumps. Tonight, Mad Chad in the house. Virginia Bush. I've met all these people this weekend. This weekend. If you didn't make it to the BugOut Weekend this weekend, you missed out, man. You missed out. Amazing classes by amazing content creators. And Vision just threw down for everybody. The barbecue was off the chain. You killed it, bro. You absolutely killed it.
Thank you.
Hats off to you. Hats off
to you for bringing down the caravan from New Yorkistan.
Absolutely. And hey, next time we come, we're going to have to rent a bus because a lot of people were like, man, I wish I had went. So we may have to rent a tour bus to come out to the next one.
Well, you got to promise to bring the Livingston man with you because Ohio does exist.
I gotta see it first. I gotta see it for myself.
There it is. Right. We got to have you in. You have to. So, folks, I can't even begin to explain the BugOut Weekend. The thing that stuck out the most to me was that when people came in and they're setting up their camp, the people that were already there would just come over, introduce themselves, and start helping everybody.
Yep. That's the great part about this community is that's always been my experience, brother. Always. When we get places, these folks in the chat, they are the helpers. They are the people who will take care of you when things sucks.
No, see, I thought that you guys might do this, so that's why I'm here. So you guys are going to sit here and share a bunch of inside stories that you know about, and so I'm here because I wasn't there, and half this chat was there, from what I understand, too.
Yeah,
so awesome.
Yeah, it's true.
For those of us that weren't, all right, let's start from the top. This bug out bag weekend thing, like, what did you guys do?
We bugged out, bro.
We bugged out.
I wasn't there. I want to know from the beginning.
Okay. Well, first of all, when I finally got there around close to noon, I was supposed to be there at 9. There were already some guys there that came in Thursday night, which was cool. And so basically Friday, everybody was on their own. Everybody was setting up their camps, meet and greets, did their check-in, got their bug out gift bag, compliments of the COO. Yeah, and before I go any farther, I have to give a massive, major shout out and thank you to Nutrient Survival, Becky, you, and Eric Rock. Absolutely. Thank you so much for the donation of Nutrient Survival. Everybody that attended the Bug Out Weekend got Nutrient Survival. Yep. Everybody.
Fantastic, man. Great people over there at Nutrient Survival. They're absolutely fantastic people.
So you guys met up in a field in Ohio somewhere. Like, what's the point of this bug out bag weekend thing? Like, what is that? Like, why are we doing that?
To bug out.
Yeah, like what?
Gotta test your stuff out, man.
You test your stuff out.
Gotta test your gear, bro. Gotta test your gear.
Was there of course there was a bunch of people there you never met before.
Absolutely.
Was there a bunch of people there, Vision, that you never met before?
Absolutely.
All right, like, I mean, I don't know, like, we have like what?
Everybody 10
or 15, people we like, roll with, like, we like regulars. You got like regulars like that?
He does.
I do.
He does
now. He does now.
Ohio showed up.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
My guys now here from Ohio. There was only one that I knew beforehand, which was Fed Up American. We had hooked up and met, and Mad Shad, who's in the amazing Erie Coast up in Cleveland. We've talked, we've texted, and so forth and so on. But so many of the guys that are in Ohio showed up, like Ghost Lincoln and Dan
H.
Dan H rode in from Massachusetts.
From Massachusetts. That's right. That's
Massachusetts.
Right. Devil Dog Prepper.
Devil Dog Prepper. Yes.
Let me guess. He was a Marine.
Yes.
You bet your sweet Bippy.
Everybody in the chat from Ohio, just give me an OH or an IO.
That's right.
They showed up and helped. Everybody helped.
Oh yeah.
But
that's one thing there was no shortage of this weekend was helping hands. And again, that's one of my favorite parts about these events is seeing everybody come together. And it doesn't matter. You look like you could use a hand. Can I help you? And some people are better at things than others. And it's great to have experience there. And it's great to see the knowledge shared from person to person, The classes were incredible, Livingston, man.
Yes.
I can't say enough about the content creators. The Virginia Bushcrafter did a fire building class for everybody.
Yep.
Fantastic work by the Virginia Bushcrafter. Mad Shad taught a little something. It was incredible.
Yep.
Underwater basket weaving, bro.
Yes, he did. You missed that. See, if you weren't, and you won't see any video, you had to be there in order to see it. We made everybody turn off their cameras for the underwater basket weaving.
Super secret squirrel stuff underwater.
Yes.
Underwater basket weaving.
Yeah.
Yes. And the Prepared Irishman did an amazing class on ham radios.
Yep, absolutely. And your boy Vision Preparedness threw down on the medical side, tell you all about what you need in your IFAC.
And the guy sitting right next to you dropped knowledge on a bug out bag and why you have it and what should be in it.
Absolutely.
I feel like I don't think he invented the concept, but to me, he did. Like I'm not trying to hear about it from nobody but this guy right here. I don't really care what anybody else thinks. You know what I mean? Like he's the one that taught me about the bug out bag and its importance and how you got to have one and how everybody's is different because it's got to work for you.
That's right.
And blah, blah, blah. But, there's a lot comes along with this bug out bag concept.
It's true.
To the point where now, we out here having weekends about it.
Yeah, man. And what's awesome is it's growing. It's growing. It's so important for people to practice with their gear. And we made it through a decent little thunderstorm. It was a shower and some wind.
Yep.
Didn't really see much lightning, but that put everybody's gear to the test.
Yes, indeed.
In a couple of years, if this keeps going, you'll end up with you'll be having jamborees where all these different groups are coming together to meet up at a big.
It's happening, man. It's happening. The spirit is catching. The
people are
preparedness
getting it.
Bug is expanding, and it's incredible. Gina versus Gina, it was so nice to meet you.
Absolutely. Gina showed up, showed out, and was there. And the gold award goes to my Renaissance grandma.
Yes. I tell you what, bro. She's got it going on.
So do tell. I see what your inside
my
jokes
Renaissance grandma decided not to survive out there, but to thrive out there.
And she did.
The solar array was incredible. Her setup was pristine. She had covers. She had air conditioning. Livingston, man.
She did
about being comfortable.
Yes.
Kitchen sink.
Yes.
2 of them. Right?
Yeah. That's right. Because 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So
correct.
She had a spare. I like it.
Yeah, man. Incredible.
Yes.
Now done right. Now see that some people who pack the proverbial kitchen sink maybe get a little shade thrown at them, you know what I mean? But when you do it right and it works for you, and
that's
it's not
that matters,
right? Because you can sit there hating on somebody else's setup. Like, I can't believe that. Look at all that stuff, blah blah blah. But if it's not your, quote unquote problem, don't worry about it. Let somebody else, live their life, and let people have things to be happy.
To each their own. Santiago.
Yes. Outlaw Jackson, when I said, I'm going to punch you, he said, you punch me, I'm going to throw some more blessings at you. So we kind of did a bro hug and went our separate ways and laughed.
Santiago's a great dude. I love it.
Yeah, man.
Yes, he is. Absolutely amazing guy.
Yeah, fantastic people, man. That's the one thing that you're going to find at these events is great people. Absolutely great people.
I think people that don't know think you're going to show up and they're going to find some kind of extremist rally going on or some kind of militia thing, going
not
on.
at all, man.
But instead it's
not
regular people just like you from all walks of life and just all what was the term we always use? Like-minded individuals.
Correct.
And that's exactly what it was. It was the closest thing I could say as if it was like a family reunion.
Yes.
Like you already know these people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Don't even know these people. And it felt like a family reunion.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I can't say enough good things about Fed Up American and his family, man. They are solid people. And, the family grew a lot this weekend.
By 40 people.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I broke bread with these people. That's something a family does.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's huge to
you
me.
Slept in a field in close proximity in primitive conditions.
Everybody looking out for each other. The storm was coming. We threw up extra tents, make sure people had a place to store stuff if they needed to. I mean, whatever anybody needed.
Yeah.
And
I can't. Exactly.
720p, can't even see nothing.
And if I can't, I can't say enough about Fed Up American. You know, that's my guy. We hang out, and he was like, whatever you need, we'll get it. And he did. We needed a couple items for the barbecue, and because I left a whole bunch of stuff here, forgot about it, and he went and took care of it. And I appreciate you for that, bruh. Dan H., to the COO, I still don't see any sand or salt water. Okay. I appreciate the donation, Dan. Hats off, my brother. And by the way, a massive shout out to Dan H., Virginia Bushcrafter, Sister Marie's Kitchen, and Paul Conroy Sr. for helping me play Tetris with my truck to get all of the gear packed back up into the truck 2 hours later to get out of there.
It's the worst part is packing up to leave. It's the worst part. It's like, just put it in a pot, burn it. I don't want half of it back anyway. I don't care.
Correct. Fed Up American, thank you, bro. All donations are appreciated. Y'all, please, y'all don't have to, but thank you. And everything goes back into the channel to bring you guys more stuff. And I'm already thinking about next year's BugOut Weekend.
Yeah, man.
Now, in the spirit of that,
yes.
Now Mike's done he set up a BugOut Bag Weekend. He got the word out there for, and people came, and it was they've always been amazing ever since. Now you've done one.
Yes.
So now two, and now logistics and just putting the thing aside and the stress that it probably put on you.
Mm-hmm.
Was it that hard to just find some people, set up a thing, and get a thing going on?
Technically, no, because I used technology, and I had my guy Steve's Creative Sessions, who I have to give a massive shout out to.
Man, what a great
he videotaped everything.
Yeah.
He helped me create the promos. And, that was just all I did was play the promos, put up a registration page and said, come. Because talking with Mike, he told me, he said, look, dude, just do it. If you get 3 people that show up, it's successful.
Yep.
And lo and behold, I was floored with the response and the people that actually showed up. Prepper Book Club, thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. You are the man of the hour, the tower of power. Great to see people getting together.
It's the truth.
By the way, Tower of Power is an amazing group.
Yeah. The Vision Preparedness pulled me aside right at the beginning, Friday night, when everybody was there, and he blessed me with the prototype hat, Livingston, man.
Yes. He got the first beige one off the assembly line.
Sharp,
one of a kind.
I like the color scheme and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely a shout out to Steve, man. He killed it. He worked his butt off this weekend.
He did. Modi Soldier, the COO, reported to me that we had a total of 40 people show up at the BugOut Weekend.
So I do believe that one of my guys didn't hit the registration table. So it was actually 41.
There we go. 41. Okay. Yep. And that's perfectly fine. Gina versus Gina. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I'm going to share a secret with everybody in the chat. You can't say nothing about this. Okay. We're going to add an extra day to the BugOut Weekend.
Yes.
So it's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and everybody go home Sunday. So we get 3 days of doing stuff.
Extended.
The
extended version.
When he sets these things up, he's like, oh, it's going to be a Friday, Saturday thing. And he's like, he's hitting me up like it's Tuesday. It's like, yo, me and the guys are out here. I'm like, look. You get the diehards that just can't say no. They're like, I'm coming down right now. What, dude, it's in 2 weeks. No, I'll be there. I'm already there.
There you go, folks. There's the COO. She said thank you, and she appreciates you. And even she was like, everybody is so nice and helpful.
Yeah, man.
And by the way, Fed Up American, I'm trying to keep her from not kidnapping Mason.
Yeah. Yeah, he's one awesome dude, man.
One awesome guy. Great family. it was amazing. I couldn't have asked for anything better.
Yeah, man. No, home run, bro. Home run, total home run.
I appreciate that.
Every time one of these things goes down, I always hear that same thing too, like how nice and helpful and friendly and courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty,
It's the
brave,
community,
clean,
man.
reverent that everybody is. And it's like, if you're a fan of mainstream media, it's the opposite of what they'd have you believe, like the so-called like prepping movement is. Like, and we're always painted as some kind of extremists or something. And every single time it turns out to be not that.
Nothing
vindicated
like that.
every time. If you're on the fence about showing up to one of these things, it is what we're saying it is.
It's a family atmosphere.
What
guys.
they say
it's a total family atmosphere. There were kids running around having fun.
Yep.
It was awesome. It was absolutely awesome to see all the kids and all the women in the preparedness movement showed up for this one. Big time, bro.
Yes,
big time.
And a mad shout out to Taste of Sessions, Steve's wife, Paula. She's the one who helped prepare all the sides.
Oh, incredible. What a cook.
The food was killer. She came to me and she said, come and talk to me as we walk back to my car. She said, are you going to have this next year? I said, yeah, why? She said, because I'm going to tell Steve we need to get a tent and we need to do this and that. And we need to come next year and hang out with everybody. Yes.
And that's what it takes. You come out the one time, you see, like, test your put your toes in the water or what have you.
Man.
And then, like, the next time you come back, you got it bigger, better, however you want it, and it's an evolution.
Majik, thank you for the donation, bro. I appreciate you. Indiana Jackson bought his whole family out.
Yeah, he did.
And that was amazing. India Jackson 762, his wife and his son, they came out and they put it down.
Yeah,
they were playing music and folks was over there dancing.
That's fantastic, man. It's great to see everybody come together, learn some stuff, and have a great time. Everybody was with Visions. After Visions barbecue, they had to roll me over to the tent. It was incredible, man. Incredible.
Well, to get all the different minds together that are not comfortable enough to speak like their knowledge, because you know something that somebody else doesn't know.
Absolutely.
And everybody else knows something you don't know. When you get that together and start sharing it, like, it's only for the better.
Yeah. I learned a lot of stuff this weekend, man. I learned a lot of stuff.
You and me both.
From incredible people.
Yep. The Prepared Irishman. I got to call him because he's going to help me plan one of my next projects. And Ghost Lincoln and I were talking about another project that I'm trying to pull off.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
So speaking of the Prepared Irishman and this BugOut weekend, the giveaways that Vision did, I won this Baofeng radio right here. And now I had some lessons from the Prepared Irishman on how to work this thing. So maybe I can get a hold of some people in a time of need. So awesome, man. Amazing giveaways. My Medic, Baofeng radios. Vision threw down this weekend. Thank you. I mean, that was my give back for everybody that came, because without everybody, it wouldn't even have been, it'd have been an overnight sleep. Yep. It's true. Yeah. It's true. It's the people that make these things awesome.
Thank you very much, my Renaissance grandma. Hey, that was my number one goal, that everybody be safe. And I told a couple of my close guys, my other guy, Carlos, that came out, and Steve and Fed Up American. And even I pulled Mad Shad aside and said, look, the number one thing is safety of everybody here.
Yep.
And, we had our radios that we could talk with each other just to make sure that everybody stayed safe. If anybody needed anything, we helped them out.
Yep.
Yeah. But you should have been there, Livingston, man. I was looking for you.
Corporation said work.
I understand. But yeah, it's. I'm trying to think things that I would change. I would have added a day, an extra day. That's the only thing I would change for that weekend. And like Mike said, the 45 minutes or whatever the rain did, that tested the gear.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I was able to,
it was just a passing shower.
Yeah.
It dropped.
I was able to check my tent to make sure nothing was leaking, no gaps, none of that. So and then after that, the temperature went down, it killed the humidity, and we had a great evening.
It was beautiful.
Absolutely. But the fireside chat.
Yep, that was off the chain. And I want to thank Mad Shad for his input in the fireside chat. I really, I believe wholeheartedly in his big statement. And I won't say anything else about that.
Correct. Because if you weren't there, you don't know what we talked about.
That's right.
Yes. But
inside jokes. You see, I knew you guys were going to do it.
He's like, you guys are going to team up on me. You should just do it yourself. You're going to team up on me.
Why don't you just sit here and talk about your trip with no context whatsoever? Remember when you did that thing, bro? Oh, man, that was so awesome when you did that thing, man.
And that was the whole thing about the fireside chat. The fireside chat was the time for us to come together face to face without being monitored. And talk about what we needed to talk about. And we did. And everybody brought it to the table that night. And it was great.
Yeah, they did.
Absolutely great. And I can't wait for next year. Yeah, and I'm actually toying with the idea of having it twice a year.
I would
like an early spring.
Do it. Do it. Don't let people forget it. Don't let the wave go by. Like keep the momentum. Keep everybody interested in what you're doing, man.
So while we're in the rebuilding phase here for our bug out events, everybody doesn't know, but we lost our spot that we've had for the last few years. And we've got to recreate it someplace else. So in the meantime, I'm thinking of doing some mini events.
We're gonna build back better.
smaller, more localized events for smaller groups of people. In different areas around the Hudson Valley. We'll have to bounce them around and do some day events and things like that. But we're working on it. We're going to get a work party together here real soon and go scout out a new area and get the ball back rolling again. So
possible, where possible. We like to do one of these per season.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Just because they all bring their own unique challenges to it. Like, high summer, if nothing else, it's got the bugs, the heat, the dehydration, the stuff you got to worry about. The wintertime, obviously, you have to worry about cold and take certain precautions against the climate itself.
Yep, absolutely.
And spring and fall, those are the comfortable ones where we just, have a good time.
Ooh, Jay Creature, that's a good one. He says, announce your bug out via latitude and longitude and see who shows up.
That geocaching thing, like people do that. They'll go to hide something in the woods and then they'll mark it, go find it.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there you go. Longitude and lats only. See who shows up.
I think, I'll have to do a land nav class first, just so people have an inside idea about what's going on. Maybe.
We need somebody who actually knows how to do land nav to show us. I know all of the veterans obviously at least know land nav.
Yes.
Better than the officers that taught them.
And I had some discussions with some folks at the bug out weekend, and that's something that we're hoping to be able to offer real soon is a land nav class. Teach people how to use that compass that they have in their bag and hopefully the paper maps that they carry with them in their bags. Santiago's in the house. What's happening, my friend?
Santiago, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well.
Everybody thinks you just point your compass at the thing and then you just follow that and then eventually you just go there.
It's a bit more complicated than
that. We'll do Indiana Jackson. And see, that's the one good thing. The COO this time next year we'll have her RN license.
All right.
We will have a on-staff nurse, which is amazing.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic. Yes. I'll bring the medical tent. We'll pop it up.
There we go. Absolutely. And she can teach a stop the bleed course.
It'll be easy for me to stuff it in the back of the school bus that we're going to need to get it.
Yeah. And that's the other thing I learned. You know, I got home, took out 2 bags, put the truck in the garage and said, I'll unpack that later. So Monday, as I'm unpacking, I'm saying, I didn't touch this. I didn't take this out the truck, you know, gear that I thought I would need, that I didn't need, that possibly will not make it next year.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I see coming so far. I brought the kitchen sink with me. I brought everything.
And that's what I did.
He'll double down next time. Stuff he didn't use, he'll just I'm using it next time.
Yeah.
I swear.
Lily,
I'm using it.
Right.
I got one of them. Woo!
Yeah, Lily, we gave away 6 of them.
Yes.
So, and I can't remember who all won them. I know Hudson won one, Sister Marie's Kitchen won one.
I think one of the Ghost Lincoln clan actually won one as well.
I think so.
Possibly,
yes.
possibly.
Absolutely.
But the Ghost Lincoln family cleaned house in the giveaway.
Yeah, they did. They cleaned up that night.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he had a great system for it too. Everybody got a ticket when you came in, and the ticket went in the thing. You got to win one time, and they move on to somebody else. Fantastic.
And XNYC Prepper, he won one as well.
Yeah. Hey, XNYC, I'll be talking to you. I'll be talking to you.
There you go. Exactly. Oh, and by the way, Mike, I will be sending you back your roll of tickets. I did find them and pick them up.
Cool. Hey, no worries. Hold on to them. We'll use them for the next one.
Dude, I got a roll of like 4 million. So.
But now you got 2 different ones. That's
true. There you go.
No worries. No worries.
And I have to give a mad shout out to our affiliates, MyMedic, Aquatabs, and Pull Start Fire, because they donated stuff as well. Amazing. And we are now all officially Old Mutt's kids.
That's right. That's right.
We are.
Old Mutt's kids grew a lot.
Yes, they did.
Wow.
He was a prolific procreator.
Yes. And he does it well. And it was absolutely a joy spending time with Old Mutt and just talking with him about stuff.
Yeah, man, he's a wealth of knowledge and the patriarch of the Hudson Valley prepping and survival family.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, folks, if you folks are not following Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, you have to. Could one of my moderators please drop Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival's link in the chat to his channel? Because everybody in here that's not subscribed, you need to go over and subscribe, because what's today?
D-Day, baby. It's D-Day. Today is
D-Day.
January 6th.
Tuesday, and they have a live stream after mine.
That's right.
We can all go over there to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival and hang out with him for an hour and watch him do what he does.
No.
So, okay. I did tell you about the live stream.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I named it.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
You know, Mike.
It's too soon to tell Tuesday, folks.
It's too soon to tell.
Exactly.
Tell.
Yes, as Drake.
Jay Creature.
Jay Creature legitimately set off my bot detection sensors. I was like, I don't know about this guy.
Yeah.
But now I consider him. I've never met him, but I consider him a friend, and that's going to freak him out. He's probably going to log off and rage quit. And having said that, no limits to that.
She said, welcome. Good to see you.
Welcome.
I told you she'd turn it back on.
Yes. Please subscribe. Matter of fact, let me drop the link if nobody else did, and I'm going to, because
Fed Up American. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you, Fed Up American. Appreciate it, bro. Yes. But folks, you got to subscribe to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, because they are awesome. They do great stuff for the community. And it's that way. We are family, because this is my brother from another mother.
He does what he just said. I just am like, hit the money button. Like, thank you.
He hits the money button.
That's right.
Well, I try to encourage others to do it. I'm just joking. All right. I love doing this stuff.
You can both share a kidney or spotted liver. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And Sister Maria's kitchen, the time I had with Old Mutt was priceless. I definitely got to learn about some new gear. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What's the kind of guy that you don't even need gear? Mutt like will make gear from things that are laying around. Like
Oh, I was given the stove ammo can.
Yeah, man. Fantastic.
That's what I'm talking about. That's that old Mutt Customs, man.
Yeah.
You can't buy that stuff.
You can't buy it. And I'm gonna test it out. And yeah, most definitely. He was just he looked at me and he said, "Oh yeah, and by the way, because we also had a table, leave one, take one."
Yeah.
And he puts all this gear out. Sister Marie's Kitchen put all this gear out, free giveaways, take what you need. And then he looked at me and said, "What's left over, you take home." I was like, okay.
Now, there's a method to his madness.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see what he did? You see what he did there.
Seen him do this to me to the point
he
where
has a storage unit now.
I had to go get a storage unit because he said, "Yeah, you see all that over there? That's your problem now."
Exactly.
See you later.
Jay Creature, thank you for the donation. Yeah, and that's why I sat in the parking lot for 2 hours trying to play Tetris because I had to take home more gear than I bought.
That's
Thank
right.
you,
You
Old
pack
Mutt.
everything in there just right to get there, and then all of a sudden you got more stuff. Said, "Oh, the truck's gonna have to drive itself home now because I can't fit in it anymore."
Exactly. I had to have Fed Up American take some stuff. I gave some stuff to the Virginia Bushcrafter. I said, "Please take this because it's not going to fit in my truck." Rip Curl Readiness, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Yes, I will be doing a video of that because I am going to test that and put it to the test.
Yeah, it's not a small ammo can either.
No,
this is like a 30 caliber ammo can.
You mean 30 millimeters?
Yeah. Big one. Big one.
That thing right there. Yeah, it's a big can. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Old Mutt don't mess around.
That's good hard, like good hard tough steel too. I mean, the thing I'm sure it'll last for a long time. Yeah. I'm sure it works like it's supposed to.
Absolutely. Yeah,
absolutely.
He's been engineering these things.
There's no two are the same. He doesn't mass produce anything. It's just they're all one-offs, but they're all like amazing in their durability, simplicity, and just they work.
They do.
They do.
And they work incredibly well.
The Experience with Sassy, good to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope everybody is doing well. All of those that I didn't speak to because I can't pay attention to the chat and hold a conversation at the same time. Fallen Skies Homestead, good to see you, my friend.
I can't even talk and talk at the same time.
Yeah. M&T Cooking and Living, welcome in. Okie Khan, welcome. Everybody else I missed, Modi Soldier, welcome in. Welcome. Paul J. Conroy Sr., welcome. Good to have met you this weekend as well, my friend. Man. Hope you're doing well. Moon Sprout, good to see you. Lady Smith, good to see you too.
Absolutely.
But this weekend taught me a lot about our community.
Yeah.
What we see on YouTube and all the other social medias is good stuff.
Yeah.
But when you actually get to meet a person in person, that takes it to a whole nother level.
Absolutely. Nothing better than shaking hands with people and having face-to-face conversations, man. It's an incredible thing.
Yes, and there's my guy, Steve's Creative Sessions.
Steve worked so hard this weekend, man.
He did.
Love your work, sir.
He did video for everything.
Yeah, and I told Vision earlier, I have some goodies that I have to get to you, Steve. They're coming. They're right here. They're right on the PC. We'll get them to you.
Absolutely. And again, for all the content creators in the chat, if you type the word Vision, it'll drop the link to your channel. Folks, check out everybody's video. Leave a like. If you like what they're doing, subscribe to their channel. That's how we grow. We all grow together. Nobody gets there by themselves. So that's how we grow. By sharing and caring and having bug out weekends. And if they won't come, feed them barbecue. They'll show up.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. But, I really can't think, like I said, the only thing I would change is add an extra day.
Yeah.
We had no problems. I mean, even with the rain, that wasn't an issue at all.
That was nothing. It
I mean,
was
not a
just as the admin, like, the host of the entire event, even just to give yourself that extra day to just kind of, be entrenched, have your feet on the ground when it starts to go down, like, can make you feel better. You know what I mean? Like, just more, not like you were never in control, like it was about that, but just,
true.
You know what I mean? He knows what I mean.
Yeah, I do. I mean,
peach cobbler. Whoa, peach cobbler, bro.
The peach cobbler was killer because that was the first thing I had. Before I even had any food, I went and got a big plate of peach cobbler. That was the first.
Dessert
yes,
first.
Dessert first. But, the thing that really also stuck out was, once you meet somebody in person, like I said, it takes it to another level, but they're the same as they are when you talk with them here on YouTube, any other social media.
Yeah. It's a lot of people who are real, real people.
I think people
and
would
there's no facades. There's no facades. Nobody's pretending to be anybody. They are who they say they are. And it was awesome to see how real everybody was, and real recognizes real. And there was a lot of that this weekend. That
sentiment is very sweet until people realize that I'm exactly the same in person that I am online. Like, this is not an act, and I don't fake it.
Yeah. The redneck prepper said Hudson sent me.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, absolutely. And now for me, because I was the host and was going in a million directions, like you said, Livingston, man, that extra day, I think, would have given me more time to spend with everybody.
Yep. That's the hardest part for me, man, is when I have these events, is feeling like I spent enough time with each person that's there.
He's exhausted at the end of the day.
And when you finally roll to bed around 1 or 2 or sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning because you're up chatting by the fire all night.
Exactly.
Yeah, Sunday comes fast, so the extra day would be fantastic.
Absolutely
fantastic.
And as American said, just feed us the baked beans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the baked beans were fantastic.
Yep. And meeting everybody was really good, because seeing face to face and being able to talk about stuff, and in the training classes, even though it rained and we had to short it by 2, the information that was given out was amazing, and folks asked questions.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing. There's
no
such thing as a stupid question, guys. No such thing.
Right.
When in doubt, ask somebody.
Exactly. And the bug out bag hike was phenomenal. It was just about a mile, and no man left behind, and we all made it through successfully.
Yep.
And that was the great thing about it. Folks finally got to see how much their bags weigh.
Yep.
And I think the Prepared Irishman had the heaviest bag, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no, it was Cody. It was his buddy that was with
Cody?
Cody. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cody.
50. I think it was 53 pounds.
50. Yeah. That's
53 pounds, fully loaded.
If you can carry it, do that.
Nice rucksack.
That's fine, and if that's your thing, you can do that. Doesn't bother you. Doesn't bother me, man.
Right.
Not for me. Not for me. I'm not carrying your bag. Just so we understand.
What if the bag's full of spam?
I'd be putting it in my pockets. More of it you eat, the lighter it gets. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
Get it in. You get it.
Yes. And, with the bug out bag hike, we made sure everybody was finishing completely. Yep. We had water. We had people that were with other people. And, that was just it, to make sure everybody made it through. And we even had a drone flying over top, checking us out from the top to make sure everybody was
nobody's left behind.
Correct. Absolutely. But you know, that's what it's all about, folks. Coming together, learning, exchanging ideas. I mean, if I'd had a notepad and pencil, I would have filled it up, because there were so many things that came up and was talked about that I personally never even would have thought about.
That's the best part, is that people just come out of left field and you're like, oh man, like, you know, like life hack, if you will.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh wow.
Genius. Yep.
Because
Genius.
one or two things.
Absolutely.
Either your idea is the good one that everybody likes, or you get to learn the good idea that's the right one.
That's
and
right.
It's a win-win every time, you know?
Yep.
Jay Creature, we had water, we had drone, we had ibuprofen.
We did. You're absolutely right. We had it all.
Yeah, but guys, the only way to know if this stuff is going to work for you in a time of need is to go out with a bunch of like-minded individuals who are not going to let you fail. They're going to help you along the way. They're going to make sure you make it through the hike, you make it through the night, you have something to eat. It's going to be okay when you are around a group of like-minded individuals.
Yes.
You got to bring that stuff you bought from Amazon out. You got to take it out of the plastic. You got to open it up.
Absolutely.
Set it up, like learn how to use it. Last thing you want to do is be a bona fide emergency.
Yeah.
And you ain't took the stuff out the box yet.
Correct.
You don't know how it works. And there's pieces missing. Oh, it's broken. Too late now, bud. You got to know now. You got to know now.
Sister Marie's kitchen came to me before the hike, and her bag was not situated quite right. She had it loaded well, but it wasn't sitting on her quite right. And I helped her adjust it a little bit, you know, pick it up a little higher, get it on the waist, a little tighter to the back. And then the load was much more manageable for her. So it's important to fit your pack to you and make sure you're carrying the load properly, because you can really hurt yourself if you load that thing up and you're not carrying the weight properly. It's a big problem, man. And it will put a lot of undue stress where it's not needed. Yeah. And you can avoid that just by fitting it properly. And that's something I think the content creators on the tube will get together and teach everybody, is proper fitment of your bag, because it's so important. And it's something that I actually missed when I did the bug out bag class, man. I was nervous.
Right, but you nailed it
in front of a camera, but when all them people are in front of you, staring at you, saying, "This is it," I was nervous. Y'all had me nervous.
Yes. Now, Paula Sessions, Taste of Sessions, she is the one who prepared all the sides. So hats off to you, Paula. Thank you.
The food was incredible. Thank you so much.
Yes. But you're right. I mean, we can't prepare for everything, but what we can do is be prepared.
Absolutely. In a general sense, as much as possible, as much as your life allows you to be prepared. Not everybody can dive in on a few $1,000 solar array and battery bank. There's a lot of things that you can do on the cheap. There's a lot of things that will work. I'm not going to say they're just as good, but I'm going to say they will serve the purpose. Yeah. For a lot less money. So don't think because you don't have a huge budget that you can't have a successful bug out bag or gear or things like that. This all can be done without spending the buku bucks, guys.
If you're the type that was ever a kid, I think some of us at least remember when we were, you didn't need much. You ran around
with
stuff in your pockets. You found stuff in the woods to build a fort. It's the same principle, right?
We're
just adults now.
That's right.
And if you're alive right now watching this YouTube channel, then congratulations. You survived so far.
Absolutely.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, we survived. Yes. And Johnny Prep says there's a particular way you should pack as well as fitment.
Absolutely, Johnny Preps. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But
Jay Creature says he's going to take you for a backcountry overnight, Livingston, man. No sides, just whiskey.
I talked to him one time about doing some Catskill peak bagging. I've only been to I got 2.
Okay.
But he's got a whole bunch of them under his belt. An experienced guide. Now I'm not sure where he's going to guide me exactly, but I'm ready for whatever comes, man. So
Yeah, exactly.
I think him and I'll get along famous. It sounds
yeah.
Yep.
But like you said, you made a great point, Mike. The gear doesn't have to be expensive.
Correct.
It doesn't. But one thing I am going to look at is that portable freaking air conditioner that my Renaissance grandma had.
Yeah, I tell you what, if you can survive with very minimal.
Yes.
A lot of us are in the mindset that I don't want to just survive. I want to thrive.
Yes.
And a lot of other folks are, this is all I need to get by. And hey, whatever works, different strokes for different folks, right? I mean, everybody has their own ways, their premises. The Prepared Irishman loves his tarps. He loves his tarps.
Yes.
He loves bushcrafting, raised beds and things like that. He can get by with much less in his pack than some folks because of the knowledge that he carries with him. And that knowledge, that don't weigh nothing, folks.
That's true.
Weigh nothing. So learn all you can.
Depending on how you want to look at it. I mean, in indigenous peoples get by without this synthetic Amazonian built stuff.
Yep.
It's all
for
from
thousands
nature,
of years.
for the whole time.
Yes. Yes. Hope Bus, welcome in. Welcome to the channel. While you're at it, check out Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. That's him right here.
Thank
and Fed Up American, or one of my mods, could you drop Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival's link again in the chat? Subscribe to their channel, because it's all his fault that we had an amazing weekend.
I'm glad it wasn't a bad. It was all my fault. I knew it was going to work out. So Fed Up American, thank you so much, my friend.
Appreciate you.
I have a channel too, if you really want to lose.
Yes, one of my mods, please grab the Livingston Man's channel and grab the link to his channel. Drop that in there as well. You guys have to. He actually hunts spam.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
A couple of good recipes. That one short we came out with, man, that was called a Yankee pot roast, and that was excellent.
Yeah.
All right, with like 5 ingredients, colonial food.
There it is, right there. Signed, autographed, signed, and you'll see this.
One of 2 in existence, sir.
One of 2 in existence. The other one is on his OnlyFans page.
To the highest bidder, but it just keeps going up.
There you go.
Yeah, they haven't stopped bidding yet.
Exactly.
Go link and just watch the Livingston Man make tables. Yeah, he gets it done. He gets it done. It's outside of the box. It might be outside of your sphere of what you normally watch, but hey, beat up the algorithms, man. Go see something you don't normally watch.
Yes.
I get it with them. I crack myself up. Okay, I'm not that bad. I always say this, so I'm going to just drop it on your channel real quick, is that anybody that has access to it, we all have access to a camera. And if you're perhaps apprehensive about making your own content, let me be about direct with you as I can. You have always looked like that. You have always sounded like that. This is not new to anyone except you.
That's right.
When you see yourself on camera, you hear yourself on stuff, you're like, oh my God. But it's not new to any of the rest of us. You look and sound like that the whole time. Don't be afraid. Bring us along on your day. That's all I do. I just point my camera at myself. I'm like, I don't know who would find this interesting, but maybe somebody would. And it's therapeutic, really, to just chat to this thing that doesn't judge you and doesn't bother you or anything, So I suggest everybody here, y'all got a channel and y'all got a phone with a camera. I want to see what you're doing.
That's right.
Yeah. XNYC Prepper, thank you for the donation. You didn't have to, but it's much appreciated. It all goes back into the channel to bring everybody more knowledge and entertainment, because we do have fun too, as we do what we do. And all of the new people that came in, welcome. BugOut Adventures, good to see you. Thinking outside of the box is what we do, folks. We try to stay ahead of the curve.
Absolutely. And if you have come here this evening from Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to Vision Preparedness. He's doing the things, help him grow so he can reach more people and bring more people to these events, man. It's so important that you guys come out to these things and do the things and meet the people and make the connections now. I now have family in Ohio. If anything happened on the East Coast where I had to run, I have extended family in Ohio that I've been offered a safe haven in the free state of Ohio. So
that is true.
Thank you, folks. I really appreciate it. It was such an honor to meet everybody.
I'd like to extend that same invitation if y'all are ever in a bad way and need to come east.
Yeah, it's communist, but we'll make do.
Well, I'm thinking how they got like Right Pat out there.
We do.
Y'all gonna get nuked. You're gonna get nuked hard.
Gee, thanks. Well, then I'll just hold my Spam can in my hand, and as I get nuked, it'll cook.
That's
You just want a nice like golden seasoning on the outside of it.
Exactly. And Paula says, see, Trent, at the next one, I plan to be in attendance. She told me that. She was like, oh, we'll be here.
And I would also love to thank your pastor who gave an amazing blessing before everybody sat down to break bread. He really tied everything together and it really hit home, I think, for everyone there. And hats off to the pastor. He did a fantastic job.
Yeah, my pastor, Jeff, hey, good, that's my guy and my neighbor. And he knows if anything goes down, all he got to do is call or come. And we'll roll in hot and heavy and deal with it. African Dreaming, appreciate you, my brother. Tell your wonderful wife, April, I said hello. And by the way, folks, those of you, if you're not subscribed to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival, you got to go over there because in 3 minutes, they're doing a live.
That's right. That's right. We're going to make it happen.
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
It's a little soon to tell.
Yeah, it's too soon to tell.
Too soon to tell.
Too soon to tell. Too soon to tell.
But, as Mad Chad says, Wright Patterson had, yes, they do.
Yeah. Well,
they do.
We may or may not talk about that on Too Soon to Tell.
Hangar 18, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So you've been to Ohio.
I've entertained the possibility of its existence. I considered it.
Oh man.
I looked over the evidence.
He's looked over the evidence.
Yeah, I brought him back some overwhelming evidence, and he's still doubting.
Yes,
but, we'll get him on the. We're just gonna have to kidnap him.
I'm inching forward on it.
We're gonna have to kidnap him.
You're right, Dan. He won't because that's his secret. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
These are always funny to not cut each other off on, but I want to thank you so much for having us.
Really appreciate it, brother.
Absolutely, guys.
Really
I mean,
and a heartfelt thank you for, of course, taking care of my boss as he went out there. Nothing but acceptance and diplomacy. And
man, fantastic.
I love that. I love what happened here.
The joining of the clans. The joining of the
it was the joining of the clans, and I'll say this. To all my guys in Ohio, I'm planning something special for us, y'all.
Awesome.
I'm working on a couple things that we need to take care of and do just in case. But yeah, the family is extended. The clans have joined together.
Yes,
and
sir.
We are a force to reckon with one way or another.
Amen.
And I know you guys got to run. So any last words, Mike Livingston, man, before you guys get.
Thank you, Vision, for picking up the ball and running with it.
Yeah.
It takes people stepping up where there is nothing. There's nothing going on in your neck of the woods. There's no trainings. There's no people gathering. It takes people stepping up and just finding a place that's not your home. It's not your home. That's a neutral site. Even if it's a Walmart parking lot, y'all can meet up and say hello to each other, feel each other out.
Yeah.
Start growing your community local, and Vision set the example. He took the ball and he ran with it. We always said, if it doesn't exist where you are, make it exist.
Exactly.
And to see this growing is really hits me in the feels, bro. It really does.
Yeah.
The community is stronger. The community is bigger. The community is better. And I want to thank you for doing that and having us out there.
Absolutely. And it couldn't have been a better time with better people. And thanks to the convoy that literally rolled in from New York. I appreciate y'all for the support.
Not a problem, brother.
And we are family.
We were happy to be there. Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, indeed. You are more than welcome. But if you guys need to run, you are more than welcome to go, because I know you guys are going live in a few minutes.
Yes, Make them wait. One last thing.
Yes.
This time next year, let's keep pushing westward. We got New York. We got Ohio. What are we looking at now? We want St. Louis.
That's it.
We want Wyoming. We want to go to the West Coast.
We got to keep.
There you go. Absolutely, folks.
Guys, we got to keep going across the country. So gather your tribe in your neck of the woods, and I hope to bring the New York Prepper bus to your bug out event.
No example.
The Ohio caravan will show up.
All right. Big convoy this time.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And Samuel Joe, 1982, thank you for the donation. Guys, I know you got to run. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. We're going to smash over there and watch you here briefly as I wrap up. And
appreciate it, folks.
We'll see you soon.
All right, guys.
All right.
Have a great night.
Take care. Folks, I can't say enough about these guys. These guys are absolutely amazing. Everybody that came in from New York and all over the country, you know, and it's only going to be better next year. Or as my grandmother used to say, it's only going to get gooder. And that's what we got to do. And Johnny Preps, you're absolutely right. We got a convoy out to New York. We will roll in, and hopefully we will roll in massive numbers. But we appreciate you guys and everybody that came in. Prepper Chick in Texas, good evening. Hope Bus, welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you for subscribing. All the new folks, if you're new and you came in tonight, thank you for joining. Remember this, y'all. Nobody can do it alone. And nobody's going to be alone once you gather your people, make your tribe, your group, whatever it is. And, you know, we all will not only survive, but the goal is to thrive. That is for sure. And I know Hudson Valley and them are getting ready to go on. Tay Weezy in the house. My man, welcome. Good to see you. Holly Ives, good to see you as well. And everybody else that snuck in here that I did not get a chance to speak to, because I like to speak to folks. How did Mike travel with his ankle monitor? Jay Creature, it didn't go off. So either he cut it off or he was okay. But again, folks, if you type the word vision for all of the content creators, it will drop your links. Folks, check them out, please. Share, like. Grace Grinds, welcome. And help them grow. Miss Shirley OG Gardner in the house. Good evening. And how are you? Now they are gone. Can we smack talk them? Jay Creature, their family. I don't want to smack talk them, but you can smack talk them in their live chat, because we're all going to run over there and bombard Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival for some amazing content from them. And folks, I am going to wrap this up. I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming out and joining us. Now, I will say this. On my live stream Thursday, we're going to have a panel discussion with some folks that attended the BugOut Weekend to wrap up this total BugOut Weekend experience. Some people that actually participated, not only Hudson Valley, but some other folks and content creators that were there. So make sure you come back Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And with that, I'm going to leave everybody with this. Keep prepping, because your family depends on you, and it depends on your life. God bless everybody. Everybody have an amazing Tuesday evening. Thank you for joining us tonight, and we will see you in the next video. Vision Preparedness, God bless everybody.
I'm Trent, and this is Vision Preparedness.